Hello, independent voter, old and computer illiterate. I call this one American arrogance. I know there are seven deadly sins, but arrogance should be the eighth. It seems to me, in my opinion, that these Democrats are so arrogant, especially those Islamic fascist bitches and that horse-faced, stupid-sounding little girl. The arrogance of the Democratic Party overwhelms me. That they actually think that they are some kind of rulers. They had no kings. Protest about President Trump. They are acting like dictators. They are acting like kings that are going to just tell us what to do and we're supposed to fall in line. In the next midterm election, all the Democrats must be gone and a couple of Republicans also, these rhinos. And I want a law. I want term limits in the Senate and the Congress. President gets 4 years, so do people in the Senate and the Congress. Go get a real job. And can someone please explain to me how you make 170 G a year, and that's a damn good starting paycheck, man. I want to know how these people become millionaires in a couple of years. They want to see President Trump's tax returns. I want to see everybody in the Senate and the Congress's tax returns. Arrogance. And in my opinion, it seems that the Democratic Party are more for the benefit of illegals than the American citizens. This has got to stop. President Trump won overwhelmingly. He not only won the popular vote and the electoral vote. So in the midterms, it's time to come out and get rid of these Democrats. I'm so happy I'm an independent. And I prefer rugged individuality than that compassionate bullshit that they're trying to pull. People don't see that they're just being like sheep. I didn't realize, out of my own ignorance, how ignorant a lot of my fellow Americans were until 8 years of the great divider, Barack Hussein Obama. That guy was the worst thing that ever happened to this country. And I saw her post. I started laughing. That his bitch is saying we're history. The arrogance of those two is what started this shit. I knew he was going to be a problem from the get. And that's when I realized how ignorant a lot of my fellow Americans were. I'm going to spread the wealth. And all these young people, man, I was young and stupid too. But compared to these young people, I was fucking Einstein. I was fortunate to be out of school before the federal government put in the Department of Education, which should have been called the Department of Brainwashing and Indoctrination. And as far as colleges go, man, by day, I'm a delivery guy. I went to Columbia University, and just to get into the joint, you got to go through checkpoints because of these Islamic fascist fucking people that either go to the school or went there, not even going to the school, and causing uprisings. And I want the McCarran-Warren Act reinstated. Those fucking Democrats repealed it in 1990. I want that reinstated. Muslims should not have any say in American government. Their religion does not assimilate. They want Sharia law, go to countries that have it. And I've been saying this to people. Do you really want a civil war? If every NRA member comes out locked and loaded with an AK and goes around just spraying these people that wave another flag in America, and these fucking people that chant death to America in America? Sorry, I don't want violence. I don't like war. But if we start killing these motherfuckers, then maybe they'll stop. And as far as ICE goes, anybody that gets in the face of an ICE officer should be arrested for obstruction of justice. They get in the face, like I enjoy when I see them mace them, but that's not enough. You got to bring big paddy wagons. As soon as they get in their face, you cuff them and you throw them in the van. And mandatory 3-year sentence. Mandatory general population. These so-called protesters, and they are not protesters to me. They are violent agitators. And to those, if it is found out that they are paid, they got to do 5 years in jail. General population. They need to toss some salads and bend for the soap. And I always time these things because I know that people's attention span is very short. I don't want violence. It seems that that's what the Democratic Party wants, so I say we give it to them. Those two morons that got shot by ICE, in my opinion, they deserved it. I don't want people murdered, but if you're going to get in the way of law enforcement of any type, you need to be arrested for obstruction of justice. Thank you for listening.